Welcome to a brand new episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It. This time we are starting a brand new game, Shogun Showdown. I'm your host, Boston, playing this on the PS5, joined as always by Moonpear.
Hello, Series X.
Shogun Showdown, we try to, for those that aren't joining us in playing this game, Shogun Showdown is a side-scrolling, turn-based Shogun deck builder? Question mark? It's sort
Yes,
of. It's a
with
very
footwork as the primary focus.
yeah. It's a very interesting game. I do have to say, here at the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I got a good analogy.
Oh sure.
2D Into the Breach, feudal Japan.
There you go.
Ding.
Perfect. Got it. Um, I do have to say, at the beginning here, one quick note. I haven't played this nearly as much as I wanted to. This week was horrible garbage. And we like to call out when a roguelike, number one, has a tutorial, and number two, has a
Uh-huh.
good tutorial. I thought this game had a pretty solid tutorial overall.
Yep.
It did a really great job of just saying like, okay, here's how to play the basics of the game. We're gonna show you everything you can do. Go on, get out there and do some Shogun stuff. So big
Pretty
shout
much,
outs.
yes.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to play? How much of this did you get to play this week?
Oh, I unlocked the second character, if that gives
Dang.
you an
Okay.
idea.
Better than I'm doing.
Hey, Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to know how much I hate you this week?
Sure.
Just 18-point achievements.
18.
Uh-huh.
Why 18? Is that a reference to something?
I don't know. Is that a lucky number in Japanese culture? I have no idea.
It's diabolical. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's an
18.
unlucky number in achievement culture. Let
That's
me
right.
tell you that right
That's
now.
right. That's right. That's right. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's frustrating.
I'm very annoyed. I'm
Sheesh.
very, very annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's the
only.
ace. It's the a in Japanese baseball. Number 18 is associated with the ace player.
Oh. Oh. Okay. There you go. Learn something new every day. Um. I do. I have a couple of runs under my belt, but I feel like I have not gotten to the point like we eventually got to in Into the Breach, to use the same sort of analogy of like, okay, I feel like I can see three moves ahead, and I need to do this, then do that, then do this, and then I killed three enemies at the same time. Like, I'm nowhere close to that. It's a lot of like, so anyone that isn't playing 2D side scrolling, there's like 7 spots on the field here. And every time you move, all of the enemies take a move as well. You can do weights.
Yes.
It's a typical roguelike, and it abides by all of those rules. But I'm still not to the point where I feel like I remember that enemies are going to take their turn as well. So I'm sort of like, oh, look at all these dudes I can knock down. It's like, oh no, they're attacking me. Ooh, boy. Okay, yikes.
Uh-huh.
So that's gonna be the biggest. Something just fell behind me. There's nobody else in here. It's the ghost.
Is there kittens in there?
No, they are not. They're it's probably gonna rain today, so they're going a little bit honkers bonkers today. So they're
Oh,
not
okay.
they're
And I
not
had to
welcome in the
open my
room.
mouth.
But yeah, I feel like I'm at that moment when you're learning. There's Louise. When you're learning a new roguelike of like, yeah, okay, yeah, I lost because I forgot what the rules are, and if the
Uh-huh.
enemy has a move above their head, they're preparing to use that move, and then if they sort of like have a different sprite, or like the thing above their head is flashing, they're gonna do that move or kind of that sequence of moves. Um, and I have not gotten to the point yet where I can remember that that's going to happen. Uh,
So I
so,
will say right now,
mm-hmm.
always remember the special ability of the character that you are playing because they can be a game changer.
Yes,
The one you start off with has the swap ability, whereas when you're facing someone and move into them, you swap
that's
positions.
so strong.
It's very, very, very useful, especially for when you need to dodge an attack coming from behind and in front of you. Because you
Oh,
can
yep,
swap locations with someone, and then the enemies will hit each other rather than you,
yep.
depending on the enemy type. And also, pro strats here,
Mm,
queue up attack patterns before you get within range of people, and then just have them stored, ready to go.
right.
It doesn't cost anything to take them out of the attack patterns, but you can load up like 3 moves, find yourself in a tricky position, swap out somebody, and then do the arc attack that hits everybody,
Mm,
while the person you just swapped with is hitting someone from the other side, and they are getting shot with an arrow from the other side.
right.
You can load the attack. You don't have to do the attacks the second you load them. You can load them and have them waiting to go.
Yeah, that is good
Um,
advice. Yeah.
and I say pro strats, but it's really not. It's just me thinking, oh, maybe I should do that more often
Maybe I
because
should prepare.
that is that is the thing that gets me more often than not.
Yeah. I do like how you can do that of like I have, let's say, 3 or 4 kind of attacks I have in my bar. But I know I'm going to need at least 2 of these. Why should I stomp up to the enemy and risk getting hit? Why don't I just do it now while they're like 3 tiles away? Um,
Well,
yeah, and I also do really like that enemies can hit each other because a lot of it is, this enemy is gonna, in 2 turns, it's gonna do an attack where it's gonna attack both squares on either side of it. Um, like,
yes.
why wouldn't I use that to my advantage of having it kill 2 of the enemies that's next to it instead of me having to do anything?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Um,
it's interesting to play with,
mhm.
I will say.
I think one of the most strategic games we've probably played in a while here, in a good way. Like it's definitely
Yes.
a lot different, and there's no real time limit either. So like it's not kind of like, oh, push push push, you only have X number of turns or X number of minutes to get through this. It's like, no, you can take as long as you want. There's nothing really pushing you from one thing to the next. Um,
Uh-huh.
which I appreciate. It's a little bit different from some of the stuff we've been playing recently. Um,
Yeah, it's definitely a different speed, we'll say.
yeah. Um, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's too much else for me to talk about this week. A lot of it is just kind of getting through the tutorial, figuring out exactly how to play, having the game kind of smack me down a little bit and say like, no, dummy, you actually need to think about the moves you're doing here instead of just willy-nilly kind of attacking stuff. Um,
Yep. And don't be afraid to spend your skulls in the shops too. That's the
yes.
permanent upgrades. When you get to the shops, you unlock those extra little sections with the skulls of the bosses you've defeated.
Yeah, those seem really strong.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
one,
excited
I
to.
think it's the dancer shop I have right now, and they all have different names, which shows you what they sell essentially.
Oh, okay.
So like I have a dancer shop, there's a critical shop, there's a skill shop, there's a whole bunch of different shops, and they each have their own upgrades.
Okay.
But like I think the dancer shop right now, I have like 3 things open, and that gives you things like when an enemy kills another enemy, you get 2 times the rewards, or like
Wow.
whenever you do a combo, you get more coins if you kill someone on the end of a combo kind of thing.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, well, any final thoughts here for week 1 of Shogun Showdown?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, enjoying it. Excited to see
Uh-huh.
kind of how deep this game is going to potentially get. So hopefully you're
Yes.
playing along with us and enjoying it, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you all next run. Bye.
Boy.